Hey everybody, it's Sarah Saxby, your transformation coach at strategiesforhappiness.com, author of Comfortable Hell, and your guide to a new way forward, which basically means I am here to help you all function and operate in a crazy, crazy, crazy world in a brand new way. And I've been given the gift to be able to do that. So today I wanted to talk about, and actually something that has been like just coming up a lot is I titled it, The Way You're Living Won't Last. And I guess depending on who you are and and your perspective and how you're looking at it and all that stuff, that could mean very different things. You know, like somebody could be, thinking, well, things are really good right now, so it's not going to last. Or, people can say things are really bad right now. Thank God it's not going to last. It's kind of all over the place. But the way that I'm looking at it is in a way where you have not been living your truth. And I speak a lot about this, that's for sure. Put my pen down, it's annoying. I speak a lot about this, about, getting in touch with what you really want, what speaks to you, what's true to you, and living that way. And I'm sure very few of us actually do that. And we were probably at some point pressured, like I kind of just saw this diamond, like being pressured and turning into a diamond. And that's really usually what gets us to make these changes that seem so difficult. So basically when I say the way you're living won't change, I think that you would have to be living under a rock to not be feeling the effects of where we are today. Just basically how it feels to be alive today. It's a very, very, very interesting time like no other. And it's a time where there's, our humanity is going under insane change because it has to. Because things are really bad and things have been bad for a really long time. Probably things we couldn't even imagine because it would shock us into another dimension if we did know about them. And I'm talking all of humanity, the things that have been exposed over the last several years are just mind-blowing, and we don't even know a fraction of it, I'm sure. But another thing, other than things being really fucked up and crazy, because we're under transformation right now, everything's changing, the way we operate, everything. But time is going really fast. And I know people like to say, oh, time just goes faster when you're older. And maybe that's true to some degree. But when you have your teenagers going, Mom, it's like night is day and day is night, and Friday's Monday, Monday's Thursday, and there's no time to do anything. And I mean, truly, time is going faster now. It is going faster. There's reasons for that. Maybe that's a whole nother episode that I talk about that kind of stuff. But it is going faster. And it's like, you may get into an argument with somebody and the next day it's like nobody's even thinking about it anymore. I mean, it's like weird stuff. It's like, you could be a team who won this huge award, and you celebrate that day and you wake up the next day and you're moving on to something else already. People are breaking up. I look at my kids and it's like they date these people and it's like the next day they're just moving on. And I feel like when I was younger, everything was so slow. It's like, go back to the team example, a team won an award and it's like they were celebrated for years. It's like, oh, you were the team that won. And it's not like that anymore. And, things that, we purchased, we looked to physicality in the past to fill us up, right? Or to get people to admire us. Or, you buy a car and it's like, it's the coolest thing for years. You have this awesome car. Or you buy this outfit or you're dating this guy. It's just like, physical things mattered so much. And now it's not like that anymore. you buy something and it doesn't give you that same feeling anymore, or it's extremely temporary. No one gives a shit about the things that you buy anymore. It's like you used to buy shoes so people would be all excited and go, oh my God, I love your shoes. I love your shoes. Now nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit what other people are doing and what other people wear. I mean, I don't, that's why, I just don't get it. Why people, it's like you just don't get that. Say everyone's reaching for more and more and more and in this direction that's not working. And it's like, and money isn't, I feel like so many people there's so many things to buy and everybody's acquiring and it's just like that feeling is dead. It's dead. We're not getting that same high, and we're just reaching in the wrong direction. We're trying, we're grasping, we're treading water, we're running here, running there, we're trying to get things done, and nobody's paying attention to the moment. When this moment is all you have, and all you will ever have is this current moment. And you're driving you work all day, you're driving your kids to sports, and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to just get home. Well, what about the drive there? It's like, that was your time, with your kid, and that was the connection piece. And then, we're living in, these relationships that are dead. And, it's like, maybe you've always wanted to, I don't know, I'm making this up. It's like, be a pilot or something. And you just forgot about it. Or maybe you want to be a stand-up comedian. And it's like this thing that you've always wanted, but you're like, no, that's okay. But I'm fine where I am. It's okay. Or, I don't know. You really were hoping to date somebody that loved going out and doing things, but you ended up with somebody that wants to stay at home all the time and doesn't really want you going anywhere. I don't know. I'm just throwing out all these examples, or you're like in a marriage that, and I talked about sex last time. It's like, there's no connection there. You live in the same house. You don't even share, you don't share a room, which I said, I don't know about that doesn't matter. But it's like, there's just no attraction. There's no connection. It's like, you're literally just working, paying bills, going shopping, and going to bed and waking up the next day and doing it all over again. It's like every day is just the same thing all the time. And you're waking up, you're going to bed, you're waking up doing it again and again and again and again and again and again. And it like, we may have been able to get away with that like 10, 20 years ago. It's like the time was so slow, and we had time to, work on stuff, read books, la, la, la. And now it's just like bullets whizzing by our heads, right? And the truth is, we don't have time anymore. It's like I said, Monday is Friday, Friday's Thursday. Like, it's night, it's day, it's dark, it's light. It's, everyone's like, gee, what is happening right now? And all of a sudden it's, the new year again. We just blinked. So can you honestly say that you're going into the new year completely different? Or does it look exactly the same? And the fact is that we're not getting away with things being the same anymore. Like, if there's things that you've been burying, there are things that you've been casting aside, throwing under the rug, putting your, head in the sand, trying to avoid, hoping that you can just kind of skate. First of all, why would you just want to skate? And second of all, what have you been avoiding? Because it's coming out. All of these things that we have been hoping never come up, they're coming out. They're being exposed. So if you've been living in this loveless state, situations are happening that are forcing you to deal with this. you know, maybe you've been partying for years and years and years, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, your organs are not working, or, you know, whatever. And you're like, man, you know, but nobody wants to make that change. It's like, it's so hard because it's like, well, that was the only thing I did that brought me any happiness. Well, that's the kind of happiness that's built on a house of cards. You know, now we need to find that deep shit that, you know, we've been like burying and just skimming along and trying to just make it on this surface level. And it doesn't feel good anymore. It doesn't. I mean, and I don't think I'm just speaking for myself. It's like, it's a whole new way of functioning now. And I was just having a conversation with a friend today, and, you know, I said, you know, none of us really think about this because we're so busy just being busy, okay? We never stop to think about what it is that we really, that brings us joy, truly, okay? When is the last time that you sat and thought about what truly brings you joy? And I don't give a rat's ass what you post on Facebook and, you know, like, oh, la, 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 I'm having such a good time. Are you or are you not? And I'm not saying you're not. Maybe what you're doing is truly wonderful and you're enjoying it. But ask yourself that question. Like, did that bring you 100% joy? And I want to hear this shit like that doesn't exist. All of this shit, then we wouldn't be on this earth if it wasn't to experience absolute joy. Because we are here to experience that. It's just that we are so busy, like I said, busy being busy. And busy, you know, taking, you know, pictures of everything we're doing to post them because that's our joy. Our joy is posting them and waiting for people to respond. Listen, that's empty. That's empty. That's as empty as it gets. And we're not getting away with it anymore because we're in a fucking pressure cooker and shit's like bubbling. It's boiling over because we just refuse to really take a look at where we've been lying to ourselves for years and years and years because it's so fucking painful and it hurts, and we thought we'd never ever talk about it or bring it out or have to experience it or have to feel the emotion. And it's coming. It's coming for all of us. It's coming. There's nothing being hidden anymore. And that includes our sadness and our lack of joy and fulfillment in life. So this is actually what I help my clients figure out. I've been given a fucking amazing gift to work with people and to help them connect to what that really is. Of course, I use human design and Kabbalistic astrology and my own intuition to help. And I listen to what you're saying and where you want to, where your internal guidance system is taking you. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to explain all of this kind of stuff and how to get you out of it. And I know that I have people that haven't worked with me yet because they're so afraid of this. I get it. And hear me tell you that I understand the fear. I'm living it too. I'm in it too. I understand the fear, and I understand how to be very compassionate with that fear and work with you where you're at. So I guess right now, try to tap in a little bit to where it is that you truly feel. When was the last time you truly felt like happiness and you lost time? Meaning like you didn't even pay attention to time because you were having so much fun. It could be just sitting, like laying on the bed with your kid and just laughing. Okay, start there. But that true happiness where you just, you don't even know what day and time it is because it doesn't really matter. And it's probably something that you didn't capture on film. I'll be honest with you. So send me an email, sarah@strategiesforhappiness.com. You can go to comfortablehell.com. You can go to Comfortable Hell on YouTube and leave me, leave a comment. But looking forward to hearing from you guys. Best of luck, everybody. Bye.